Welcome back to the Shortcut Live. We are live. We got Max, we got Kevin, and we got this is the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. It is a brand new phone. We also have the S26 Plus. Little breaking news that just got launched. If you subscribe to our Substack, you just got the email about our hands-on of the Ultra. And guys, first impressions, what do you think?
Very underwhelming.
You find it underwhelming. Kevin?
That's a cool box.
It is a cool box.
More outlining than usual.
Yeah.
Like
so, all right. I am hyped about one feature, though. It is, as I unbox it live, it is the display feature, the privacy display. So as you can see, and when we boot it up, you will have the ability to hide at certain angles.
Mhm.
There it is. Very satisfying.
Wow. You say that's a top feature?
It is a very cool feature. Every phone should have this feature.
Mhm.
If your phone does not have that feature in 2 years, automatic, not a perfect score.
Right.
So it is a cool feature. Yeah, they got me with the like a cosmic purple color, which is very nice.
Okay, good.
One thing I like about this phone is the colors are the same across the board. So the S26 Plus, the regular, the Ultra, all have similar colors. So this is the new phone. Just took it out of the box. I don't think there's anything new in the box underneath.
Is there a wire release?
There should be a wire, usually not a charger. So I'm gonna take that out.
You gotta buy the $3,000 trifold for a charger.
That's true.
Only comes with that.
There's a
Exactly.
SIM card tray in there. I don't need that.
While Matt is digging through his box, I'll just set the stage here just a little bit. So Matt's in San Francisco. He's covering the Galaxy S26 launch for us at Galaxy Unpacked. He just picked up the Galaxy S26, S26 Plus, and the Ultra. I think you got all three, right?
I did get all
So he's got
three.
3 phones, and he's taking them out of the box, doing a live unboxing. Because
Right.
this is the glory of a live show. We can just go live whenever we want to.
Right. We don't have
And
to
we
produce a
can-
video.
We don't have to produce a video on this. We could just show you guys
This
exactly
is the
what we
video.
got. This is the video. He's
So
got some
this is
accessories.
a magnetic wireless charger, 45 watts, which is really nice.
That's a MagSafe charger, no?
Kind of. Yeah, sure.
It is.
It is. Because there's no Qi charging. That was our one disappointment in this phone, right? You still have to buy a case to get that like MagSafe pixel
Be a
snap
womp
type of
womp
effect.
sound effect. I need one of
Right?
those real
It
quick.
is. It
Because
is.
I just
Year
I'm
after
so
year.
depressed.
So
I mean,
all
come on.
Samsung gave me all the cases for the phone. There we go.
There it is.
So Qi charging, it has Qi 2 charging, but not with the magnet. So it's like not technically the full spec of Qi 2 charging.
Mhm.
It's like
It's
they
so
call it Qi 2
close.
ready.
Right.
It's I think this one's technically like Qi 2.2 because it's 25 watts.
Okay.
So
that's
it's a little
nice.
bit faster, but it's not magnetic, which is the big problem.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna change that.
Now
there.
they
So
said they sacrificed Qi charging because they actually wanted it to be a thinner phone, right?
thinner phone, right?
Don't buy that at all, but okay.
It is like
They said that
a
last
fraction of a millimeter thinner. But
Okay.
I do love the display feature. I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna boot this up. I'm gonna,
The
turn
case
it
looks
on.
pretty
as-
nice. We also have some video of
Yeah.
the feature, and I was actually very surprised by how funny it is to be like instead of going like this,
Yeah.
you can just be like right
Right?
there. You got
There's
one
a-
Christian DeLooper.
Christian DeLooper starring as Peeping Tom.
Yeah.
Which he played a great role for.
Shoulder surfing.
Yeah, definitely shoulder surfing.
Yeah.
You can turn this
there's-
on with the quick settings menu, which is great.
Right.
You
so
can,
there you
yeah.
can see the notification at the top, and it'll black it out. Only just that part. The rest of the screen you can still see. Versus like the other effect is where it just blacks out the whole screen. Yeah.
That's so good.
Pretty sick.
It is.
And then-
It's a top feature of this phone. It's incredibly handy because I just find when the awkward text message comes to your phone and there's a little notification, it's distracting. It could expose sensitive information. Could cause a lot of hard feelings. Oh, why is that person texting you?
Yeah.
Right.
And
So
here's the other features with the
So this is
yeah,
the AI
replacement.
feature, right? It's cool. This to me is more of a gimmick. I think they have multimodal language models in there, and
Right.
that's super beneficial. Where you can like kind of string across different like commands into
Right.
one prompt. That's nice. But this one, it didn't work the first time, which
Yeah.
Interesting.
awkward.
It looks like it's taking a while. Is it bad Wi-Fi or is that on-device processing? Do we know?
We don't know
Okay.
because we haven't tested it in the wild, but now we can. And then they were
Yeah, I
like,
think it ran into an issue the first time, and that's why
yeah,
it was taking longer. Whereas like it took
It
half
still
the
took a
time
second
the
though.
second time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
yeah,
And then
I
he
tried
adds
to type
candles.
in make the cake perfect because the person said make cake perfect, and I was like, that's not what I'm going to type in. The threw it off
Yeah.
by having a proper language. So
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to retest that. Maybe it was bad
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, and that's a thing. But yeah, it's definitely a slick looking phone. It looks the same, sure. The colors though,
Cobalt Violet is the
cobalt
name of
violet.
that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I have the case on there. We also have,
How purple is it? I'm
you know what?
curious.
It's more purple. I don't know if it comes across the same on video,
Okay.
but
Not
uh,
as much. It looks pretty gray on
it does
from
look
what I
gray.
see.
In the right light, I can get
Yeah.
the purple hues
Is it
out
more
of it.
like
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
pearlescent, you would say?
Yeah, I see where it looks gray when you do
Right.
this,
Yeah.
but when you get it in the right light,
Yeah.
when there's like a little bit of light on it, you can see the purple.
So
Weird.
that's purple, right? Not the blue, not the cobalt blue.
Correct.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's Cobalt Violet, which is
Okay.
the flagship one that he's holding. There's
Mhm.
Sky Blue,
Yeah.
which is a very like icy blue. So it's very similar to the Sky Blue that
Yeah.
Apple shipped on the MacBook Air.
Mhm.
Yeah, black, white, silver shadow, which is Samsung.com exclusive, and pink gold,
Right.
another exclusive on
Yeah.
Samsung.
And if you want to check out all the colors, they're also on the shortcut.com. You can see them all side by side.
The #1 consumer technology publication on Substack. Okay,
There we
there's
go.
that thing.
You
There's
know
that.
what? That was the first time someone else has said it, and I welcome it.
Oh.
So
Oh, I
set up
see.
and
You got your hands full a little
I
bit
do
there.
have my hands full. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm skipping everything just to go
Skip it.
Just
date
to
of
set up
birth.
this
They won't
phone.
let you. Today's my birthday. No, change the
Today
date.
is
Today is now
March
your
Oh.
birthday.
It does have. It's kind of funny. It does ask. I just had to try to hit done because it
Mhm.
has the date next, and it says check the date of your birth. Today's my birthday / change date because if you're born today, you don't have this in your hand.
I
It's
mean,
kind of an
maybe you
odd
do.
default. It's an odd default.
Interesting.
So let me just go back in time.
Is there any setup with the privacy display? Does it prompt you to turn it on or off?
So far, no.
Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
So I'm now at the
The home screen.
menu. Right. So
Right.
I'm gonna hit drop down. So you can see this. You can see the screen still.
Yeah.
Right. So nothing out of the ordinary so far. And then I'm gonna hit privacy display. It's right there. It's a little widget icon. If you tap into it, you can get to like more granular, which is a very neat thing of like
Yeah.
app
I
specific.
saw.
But
Yeah.
now, right, you see it
Yep.
there. All right, let me go back to the same menu. There we go. All right, ready?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. So
It's like-
it's a really nice feature. As it works top and bottom, so like it just disappears.
Mhm. So someone's like
wild.
standing in front of you on the subway.
Yeah.
While you're sitting, they can't see your phone either.
Right. And then let's do that again.
Yeah.
You can
That's
see
such an
everything.
eye-catching feature when it's just one part of the screen.
Yeah.
Right. I love this. So we invite your comments if you want to talk about the S26 Ultra that we have in our hands or any of the features that we checked out. Join on X, on YouTube, on Instagram, or Substack. We have a lot of people joining from Substack, wondering about this phone. We have the hands-on review up. It's not the full review, but I think I went 2 days in a row to test this phone out and see what's good about it. And yeah, luckily we have a case to fix that little missing MagSafe issue.
Right.
Yeah.
It does have real Qi 2 magnet charging, but it does have like super fast charging.
Yeah.
I saw a figure that was like you could get 75% back in 30 minutes.
Right.
Just
It's
wild.
it's
Yeah,
good.
with a 60-watt over USB-C.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's up from 45 watts on
Right.
the S25 Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm
Grab
really
one.
that I feel like that's like next to privacy display. That's probably my favorite
Yeah.
feature because like I'm just waiting for every other manufacturer. I don't know where the hell Matt went.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for everybody else to catch up to OnePlus because they've
Yeah.
been doing it right for so
Yeah,
long.
they've been
They
doing
have
their
like
super
80 watt,
VOC.
100 watt, yeah,
Mhm.
like, and everybody else just slacking off doing 25, 30 watts, maybe 40 watts if you get
Yeah.
lucky. Looks
But
like
they
we've got some
also
accessories.
Yeah,
need
so
like a ridiculously high charger. Like sometimes they would say you need a European
true.
40-watt charger. It was like,
Yeah,
that's not gonna happen in the US.
no,
Yeah.
100%.
so we got a D brand case from D brand,
Ghost
right?
case,
Like
very
your
nice.
Ghost case, very nice looking. Has the MagSafe feature in there, which is nice.
Always
Um,
appreciate a nice ghost case from our friends at D Brand.
Right? They shipped it to the hotel, which was awesome.
Perfect.
And yeah, I'm becoming a known quantity at this hotel. It's scary.
You were just mentioning how the waiter was
Yeah.
immediately offering you a nice latte downstairs.
Right? He's like, "Oh, coffee service today or the usual iced latte?" I was like, "Oh, damn."
Matt's been going out to San Francisco a lot.
It's been a thing.
been a
Lots
thing.
of events here. Lots of
Everybody
been
was
a
like,
lot of
hello,
stuff out
Matt
there.
Swire. Hello, Mr. Swire. You're regular?
Uh-huh.
We'll bring you right to your suite.
So I just had lunch and the guy waved to me again, like, "Hello, Mr. Swan." And like he's not looking at the roll.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I love
It's
it.
good though.
I love it.
So this is more rugged case from D Brand.
That's cool.
Thank you to D Brand for sending those out. We're gonna, have a little bit of coverage on there.
That
So
case has
all
to be
right,
thick.
let's go and talk about the buds for a second because that's the other big feature. Kevin, take that over as I set this up.
I got them like right here. I have them on our new hands-on camera temporarily until you're back. So there they are. A lot more plain, a lot more flat than the edgy Samsung Buds Pro 3 or 3 Pro. So they're pretty nice. And of course, still has a clear case for the fact that you could check when you don't have the earbuds. And the other big thing, just like the old Buds 3, is they still have a separate subwoofer or separate woofer. And then they also have planar magnetic drivers, which are thinner, they're more reactive. And
So
they also produce more clarity.
Are they as good as the AirPods? Because they're about the same price. I think they're
Mhm.
actually exactly the same
Yeah.
price.
They're still $249, same as the AirPods 3
Okay.
Pro.
Yep.
Now the thing is, like,
They
some
had the
things are
head
really
shaking.
good. Yeah, they
right?
have the head shaking. They have the better touch controls. They have these
Yes.
controls where you pinch it instead of just tap it, just like the AirPods 3 Pro rather.
Yeah.
And also they have a little bit better tap or swipe detection. So if you try to hit your volume, it
So
won't
so
just,
far
like,
better.
Yeah.
But what's
But-
missing? Because I noticed you gave it a 3.5
Yeah.
out of 5. Right?
ANC is not perfect or not
it's-
great.
It's the
yeah.
quality of the noise isolation, noise
Yeah.
cancellation. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
like I was wearing these on the subway and I could always hear just like the train just bumping on the sides of the tunnel, and
Yeah.
I could still hear
That's-
conversations if they were like
that's not
someone
great.
talked next
It's
to me.
sad because the other things you mentioned, they're like perks I want the AirPods to have.
Yeah.
Right. The AirPods Pro. But just like a deal breaker is just basic sound quality.
The pro is the sound quality. The negative is the noise canceling.
Right.
Another big negative is the fact that it only has 6 hours of battery life. And then another one is, well, that's what ANC, and also it might go even lower if you have this. So Samsung has this new thing called ultra high quality streaming because the Bluetooth signal is actually a higher bit rate. It's 24-bit, 98 kilohertz versus most earbuds is like 16
Okay.
16-bit, 48 kilohertz. So that's better for like lossless audio from like Spotify. But that only works for Samsung phones. Also, another thing that only works for Samsung phones is seamless like device switching. It's called multi-port. That's only available to Samsung devices. So if like whenever I try to connect a laptop to it while I'm listening to these earbuds, I would have to manually switch it every time. Like when I switch to iPhone, gotta switch it manually. Gotta switch to the MacBook or iPad, gotta do it manually.
I feel like anytime Samsung makes a pair of earbuds, they do the job that they set out to do,
Mhm.
which is just like make the AirPods equivalent for the Samsung ecosystem.
Yeah.
That's all they kind of intend these earbuds to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm almost like weary about comparing them to AirPods. I get that like you want to compare ecosystems, so like that's your two options, Apple versus Samsung.
Yeah.
But like, are these like the earbuds to get if you own an Android phone, or is it, in your opinion, just like specifically a Samsung?
I think
phone?
honestly, it's specifically a Samsung phone because
So, like if you have a Pixel, like just buy the Pixel Buds.
Yeah.
Like we're still in like, I feel like in that like weird sort of like every pair of earbuds needs to have some sort of like platform
Mhm.
exclusive feature set
Yeah.
of some kind.
Well, it's like I feel like it's even worse for these because it's so Samsung specific. That multi-port, the lack of multi-port support is strange because everything else has it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's
And-
really rough.
Yeah.
I feel like you almost want to go more neutral, like right down the middle with something like Sony, the new XM6s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like the Bose QC Ultras,
Mhm.
something like that, like sort of stick in like that lane, opposed to going with like your phone's manufacturer.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
you'll
don't know that that's like the right, value for your money, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Also for like $249, you're better off with AirPods Pro 3 because they also support multi-port.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's not Apple device.
Yeah.
So going back
our
to the
friend,
phone now
our
that I
friend
have
Nick
it.
Gray.
Oh, Nick Gray's here.
He's chiming in the chat.
On
By the way,
Instagram.
leave your comments because
I know these guys.
While Matt's away, every time Matt goes to San Francisco, he owes us $5 per comment.
Whoa, whoa,
So-
whoa, 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 whoa.
This was Matt. We established this last time you left the country for San Francisco. So every
Country.
time he leaves, it's $5 for us. Nick Gray said, "Hey, I know these guys," which we know you too, Nick. Hello.
Right. Let me do it in Nick
he-
Gray's tone. Hey, I know these guys. Hey.
You sound exactly like him. That's exactly
Hey.
how he sounds.
Yeah.
He left 2 comments, so he owes us $10. So thank you, Nick.
Oh. The privacy display
the-
feature is pretty amazing.
On the
Right.
S26 yep,
Yeah.
and absolutely
I get it. And you know
$100 per comment. Nick,
Oh, there you go.
I love this
Thanks.
idea.
Yeah.
Nick, it sounds like you're footing the bill, buddy.
And maybe he is, and that's okay because either way,
Right.
I get $100 a comment now.
Right.
Oh,
He's good
sure.
for it. He'll pay you back later.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is.
yeah.
Opposed to some people in this life.
Yes, yes. We got another comment from
Sandala 74.
Yeah, Sandala. Do I take a memory?
Does it take a memory card like older? Yeah. So that
stuff?
micro SD card slot has not been a part of the phone since like the Note series. So
It's been a long
like
time.
Yeah.
like 7 years ago at this point.
I feel like did
It's-
they ever build
people
that
still want it.
into? No, they do still want it. Did they ever build that into the SIM card tray, or like
They
was that
did.
only a
They
thing?
did at one time. Yeah.
Okay, because
briefly.
I remember like the old notes, you'd have to like rip the back off
Yeah. That was
to
separate.
put the micro
Oh,
SD
yeah.
card in.
You can take out the
Um,
whole back, remove
yeah.
the battery.
Yeah. Which was like baller move. Just like
Mhm.
rip
Right.
your phone apart to put something in it.
Right.
So
Like,
the
that's
last
fantastic.
the last time that it had a micro SD card slot was the Note 20. So basically, when the Note
Oh, geez.
series got retired, they got rid of that in 2020. So it's been 6 years, right?
I don't think it's coming back.
No, and
Well, Actually, it is coming back to one phone.
which phone?
I just have to remember what it was.
That's a good sign. It's got to be a great phone.
That has to be a fantastic phone if he has to
Right.
look it up.
You know that phone.
We
that,
talked about it on a broadcast.
We've done like 23 of these so far.
I know,
So they're
it's
all
hard to
good.
remember.
This is episode 29, everybody.
So Sandala 74. That's how you say that name.
Has to be.
Yeah, it is. So that answer's no on that one. Doesn't have a headphone
Unfortunately.
jack, right? We still get those questions every single time
We
without
do.
fail. But it's been 6 years since we've last seen a micro SD card slot in a flagship Samsung phone.
Matt, how is the setup going with the other 2 phones?
So I have to unbox those. I'm gonna unbox this first because this to me is interesting. This wireless
weird accessory.
MagSafe compatible charger, right? I did get to test it out on the
Oh,
floor
yeah.
on the
Here it
demo
is.
floor.
I got it.
Go for it.
It's a Clicks communicator phone.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
It's basically the revival of the BlackBerry.
Sure.
Yeah.
That
has a
the
micro
phone
SD
you were
card.
thinking of?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
See, it is a new phone. Ish.
It is technically, yes.
Right.
It also has a headphone jack.
Oh yeah. That's
They
the
were
other
just
big
like, let's
callback.
throw all the old IO on
Mhm.
this thing. Does it have micro USB too? or like a 30 pin connector.
micro USB, the little one. Yeah,
You
the
know,
one that no one has.
life was really good when 30 pin
Oh,
was
yeah.
the way that you charged
Right.
everything. And I think we should go back to that,
Mhm.
actually.
Okay, so I have the wireless charger set up, and they're coming out with the wireless charger because they're trying to promote the fact that they have these cases that do magnetic charging. There you go. It's just like
That's wild.
an iPhone.
Samsung would make a wireless charger with magnets, but not the phone with magnets.
It is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
It is. So I have that. I have some cases. I have the other phones that I'm going to grab. Let's see if I can grab those.
Yeah.
How many people do we think are going to buy the S26 or S26 Plus or whatever and this charger and think it's just going to work because Samsung makes the charger now? Like, do we think like phone carrier reps are going to be
So-
like, oh, hey, wait, you need a special
Right.
case for that?
Right. I feel like the mass majority of people don't know that MagSafe has come to Android, so they'll still think, oh, I just have to place this perfectly on it, or instead of like just
Maybe.
magnetize it.
Maybe.
Although the fact that they made that charger so small is a little
No, it's a little weird.
yeah.
Like you have to perfectly align it if you want that thing.
If
to
you don't
charge.
have the case,
Yeah.
that's why.
It's confusing, especially when your phone is dead,
Mhm.
right?
100% because it takes like a second for it to come back up.
Right. So
Especially
you're like,
over
am I getting it
wireless.
right? Am I getting it right? And you just
Yeah.
have to like kind of test it. The other thing is, I have a tripod that I
Oh yeah.
love, and I put this in the review, and I put a little Amazon link in that if anybody wants this tripod.
Because we need
Has-
affiliate revenue.
Right? Feed us. Sorry.
Feed us
works-
by way of
That's a
$1
sound
per
effect.
comment for
Feed
lunch.
us.
Yeah, okay. Lies. So this works really well, but it's only because I have the case on there. My iPhone could do it with or without a case. So they want to keep the profile slim.
Mhm.
They didn't talk once about the S Pen at Galaxy Unpacked. I'm like, is that going to go?
No way.
Yeah, not once. Like
Oh,
not like,
interesting.
and it had not like it got no update because it didn't. They didn't mention a word about it. So I'm
So
like,
it is like a legacy feature at this point then.
will it?
Mhm.
Is that them kind of keywording in? They're kind of like giving us a clue. Or it might be gone next year because
Yeah.
they're obsessed with thinness and they want thinner phones.
No. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Because so the thinness thing like drives me a little bit crazy.
It's a
Because-
little much because I'd rather have a slightly thicker phone.
Yes. The Galaxy S26 Ultra was like never designed to be a thin phone. Okay. Phones that are
Right.
designed to be thin is like you can think of like S25 Edge, iPhone Air.
Sure.
Like those phones are thin phones. We have categories for that now. Okay.
Right.
So like if you're going to do like the maximalist phone, which is
Yeah.
what the Ultra has been since its inception, you make it like as thick as you can without it being unwieldy. And then just cram as much stuff as you possibly can into it. This phone's 7.9 millimeters thick. Right.
Okay.
So it's
It's
a hair
it's a
under 8
chunker, right.
millimeters. It's
The-
it's still a chunker.
The Edge is 5.8. The iPhone Air is 5.6. So
Yes.
yeah,
The
this is
iPhone
sky blue.
17 Pro Max, 8.75 millimeters. That has MagSafe. Okay.
Right.
So it's like 3/4 of a millimeter thicker, roughly. The iPhone 17 Pro, I'm not fine. Let me see. I pulled up the wrong page, I believe, but that's about the same dimensions. So I'm just curious why Samsung thinks
Mhm.
like their phone is too thin to fit the magnets. Like I've heard OnePlus make the same argument
Yeah.
against putting magnets in. They're like, oh, we just want to make it thicker. I'm like, no,
I don't
make
think
it
they
thick.
want to change the design because they have the molds ready. That's
Right.
just, like they're just
They already,
reusing
did,
parts.
they already did change it though by making 1.1 millimeter thinner.
They did change the molds for this phone. Oh, and also
least-
like OnePlus will change the molds on like every phone because they have to change up the camera housing
Right.
like
Mhm.
every generation
was-
just to make it look different.
That was the excuse last year. Is like they didn't want to fit in the Qi charging, magnetic Qi charging, because they were just basically reusing the same housing as between S24 and S25. Yeah, they did change it this year, but they just are obsessed with thinness for some reason.
Whatever.
Yeah. So this is another case. This is the official case. Nope, not that one.
And that one's also equipped
Plus.
with magnets.
It is. So every single one. So like they know that we're hungry for these. Sometimes Samsung, when they give us units, they don't
Yeah.
give us a case.
Mhm.
They made sure to give us a case for every single version this time.
Well, they gave you the charger for it. You
Yeah,
can't use
because
the
they
charger
can't use the
otherwise.
charger otherwise. So, anyways, I got asked by one of my followers that, you know, he has the S25 Ultra. Should he upgrade? If you love the privacy display feature, do it. Right. If you won't get use out of that, you may be able to wait another year for something
If you want
bigger and
a
better.
faster recharging phone, that's also a big feature.
It's
Um,
it's a nice to have, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think one other thing is like there's a bunch of cool security features. Like Knox is Samsung Knox. You know, their sort of security software has been expanded a little bit more. There's now like basically it'll tell you if your apps are tracking you, or watching you, and it'll let you know if like they're using your location, call logs, or contacts unnecessarily. And there's like some other stuff where it's like post quantum cryptography.
I did put that in the
extensive
review.
firmware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's something that hopefully we don't get to that level where that's
Mhm.
possible to happen, but it's more of a future proofing.
Yeah.
So yeah, they
Basically
always
against,
talk
like,
about that.
quantum cyber attacks.
So I'm
They
gonna
always
like
cram a bunch of Samsung Knox stuff
Mhm.
into
Sure.
their phones.
They
It's a
always mention it.
yeah. I think it's like strictly to compete with Apple and just be like, oh yeah, we have like the same level of privacy
Right.
features as Apple does. I think Apple's are typically more seamless.
Mhm.
right.
Like you set up your account and those privacy things are just like already in place. Knox is like, at least in my opinion, it's always like a secondary thought kind of. Like
Yeah.
it's there if you want the extra protection. Very nice, but a lot of people don't know to go set it up.
Yeah.
Whereas Apple's just like, we don't worry about it.
We
We'll
got
take
you
care of it
covered.
for you.
Yeah.
This is why I'm surprised at this privacy display feature, which I'll demo it again for people just joining us on Substack as those emails go out there. Uh, it's a feature I thought you would think Apple would be first to the market with. But nope.
100%.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
let's do that again.
But also kind of not, because they aren't the ones making the screens, right?
right, exactly.
Like
So it's a Samsung display.
Samsung is making the screens for the iPhones.
Now we have it on, right? And it's the same thing, gone. So
It's so
Yeah.
sick.
it's great.
like
It's a great
10
feature.
degrees faster.
Right.
You can't see the screen.
Yeah, it's that's one of those things that's just gonna, like, I think, reach every major flagship phone in the next 2 to 3 years for
Mhm.
sure.
Right.
Like I'm sure the Pixel will get it eventually too. Like I just think every phone's gonna want to have this feature.
Right.
Right.
It's a great thing for Samsung Display, which is technically a separate company than Samsung.
Yeah.
But it also has a Snapdragon 8 Gen
8 Elite Gen 5.
Gen 5 in there, which is tuned for Samsung. So like it's a little bit overclocked, a little bit better. It's the one thing I have trouble recommending the Pixel phones for. They, went with their own chipset. It's not
Yeah.
as good.
So no.
It looks a little bogged down. No, it's Tensor.
Oh,
Exynos is
Tensor
Samsung.
G5. But
Yeah.
I do like that chip. I don't like it as much as I do the 8 Elite Gen 5.
Right.
I tested that in the OnePlus 15. Fantastic chip.
Mhm.
I don't mind using the Tensor G5 at all because it is still fast enough, I think. But if you want the fastest phone, you have to go with the 8 Elite Gen 5, 100%. And S26 Ultra comes with up to 16 gigs of RAM on top of it
Yeah.
with a terabyte of storage.
Right.
So you can like max out this thing. You can spend a ton of money on it. It's a very impressive phone, at least spec wise.
Mhm.
That one did not get a price increase, which I was surprised at. That one's still $12.99.
Yeah.
The standard S26 and S26 Plus went up by $100 each.
Mhm.
So the S26 is $899 and the S26 Plus is $1099,
Right.
which I don't know about you guys. I feel like
That's a lot
$1,100 for an S26 Plus is such a ripoff.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It almost forces you to go for the Ultra for the better value.
Oh, 100%.
And the thing is, the trade-in credits are really good. There's $150 off without a trade-in boost, right?
No, and that's
So-
nice. Like I get all the bonuses, and I get that you do get double the storage now. You get two
Right.
56 gigs no
During
matter
the
which
pre-order
phone.
phase, right? Yeah.
No, it's well
Oh,
that's no matter which
the
phone you buy.
starting storage, right? Okay.
Yes, yes. The new starter is 256, but they did
Love
what
that light,
Apple did with the Pro series, which was just eliminate the 128 and
as
not
they
like
should.
lower the price. They
Right.
just
Right.
eliminated that tier and kept the same prices. So like last year, the S25 with 256 gigs was $899.
Yeah.
Now you just can't get an S26 for any cheaper than $900 unless you do the pre-order trade and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just I don't like that they raised the prices that much on phones that are barely different than last year.
Hmm.
Especially since the S26 Ultra just looks like such a far better value for the money
Right.
at this point.
One of the things is the privacy display feature is not on this phone or the plus version
Yeah.
of
It's a big
this
one.
phone.
Exclusive to
So it's
Ultra.
it's product differentiation. Like they have to keep it to the Ultra.
Right.
So I get it. This is
Mhm.
the plus. So I'm in the middle of setting this one up. It's
Which
gonna
which
take
colors
off.
did you get for those two phones?
So this one's black, which
Okay,
I dig the
boring.
black, right?
Okay.
There's some certain people who just like Super Saf gets the all black version, like that's
Yeah.
his obsession, right?
Mhm.
This one's like the sky. Is it sky blue? You're the expert on the colors. You produced that
It
article
is,
today on
yeah,
Shortcut.
yeah. It's either sky blue or white. I imagine it's blue if you
Yeah,
think
it's
it's blue.
blue.
It's blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it. Or
Nice.
a
The
second.
case is white, but yeah, this is
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah.
love it.
It's
So
actually a bit more saturated than I thought it would be in person.
you know what? All the photos in their demo room looked different than it
I was
does
gonna
right
say
here, where
that
it's a
that
little
had
bit
to be
shaded.
terrible lighting in there.
You know
It's
what?
very
Like
yellow lighting
they
in
had,
there.
yeah, you could tell. Kevin could
Yeah.
tell even when he wasn't there.
Yeah.
We could both tell.
I definitely missed you guys. They didn't have anything in New York City that took place in San Francisco. So not having you guys to help out, major hurdle for me, but we made it through. We launched the newsletter
You got a lot of
regardless.
video, which
Yeah.
I ended up finding and using.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you ended up finding because it was in the drive folder. So
Yes.
yeah, that's how that works. So, but no, major uplift for us to get these smartphone reviews or hands-ons out there. The buds, we have, was it 6 articles right now about Samsung and Samsung Unpacked. So definitely check out shortcut.com, the #1 consumer tech site on Substack.
Substack.
There we go. Love
Matt,
it.
were there any surprises at the event at all?
So someone from Samsung, oh, what'd you think of Unpacked, like the whole presentation? I'm like,
Yeah.
my head is in a laptop. I've not watched one Unpacked live. It's just
And you
editing.
go to all of them in person.
I go all of them in person. I just sit there and I'm editing the content to make it even better, right?
Yeah.
Because it always comes down to the wire. The Wi-Fi is usually like pretty spotty. It was decent after a little while here, but there's a chance to produce another article in that time. So that's what we did. We sent out the email. We got the affiliate links in there. So lots of work goes into this and judging these and getting a review out there. It's a whole process, but super helpful for you guys to like give us your time today. So thanks gentlemen. I know we're a little bit later today. Was there any surprise? No, not
Okay.
at all. So like last year they had, what they have, the Edge,
The VR
Yeah,
headset.
the Edge.
and then they had the VR headset, the XR
Mhm.
headset, right? Nothing notable, nothing big, which surprised me. But
Mhm.
that just means stuff is probably going to happen later in the year.
Yeah. I genuinely think they just needed to get this one out of the way.
Yeah.
Right. Like this was the whole vibe, like leading up to this one. Like it was so much later than it usually is.
Yeah.
There was reported turmoil behind the scenes with developing the S26 series.
Sure.
It just seemed like they just wanted to get rid of these phones, just put them out.
Yeah.
I think all of the hype is behind the privacy display on the S26 Ultra, and that's about it. Like that's where all the excitement lives, and it's probably going to die there. Right. These will just be the new standard Samsung phone you can go out and buy if you want like the nicest Samsung phone at your local carrier. Obviously, we have to test them all, but
Sure.
no, I just feel like Samsung just this was a pain in the ass probably for them to put out, right? And they
It's
just
a
wanted
lot of
to
work
get
on
out
that
of the
part.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, tell me about the ultra cameras, because those are like they're the same in terms of megapixels, but the aperture has changed. They
Yeah.
let in more light. Tell me what people can expect, because they see the same specs
Hmm.
year over year over year, right? But I'm thinking there is a little bit more to it, but that's the one thing we can't test in a demo room nearly as well as we can test it outside.
Right. Yeah.
Tell me what can I expect?
There's a wide ultra. Well, the 50 megapixel ultra wide actually got autofocus, so that
Mhm.
means you'll be, obviously in better focus. So everything will look a little sharper on it. You get a little bit more closer because the macros on there also.
Sure.
There's another thing with the aperture is bigger, so your low light photos will look better on the main camera, the 200
Right.
megapixel main camera. Um, and I also saw, I didn't really get too far into it because I was just watching every single video really quick just to see what I could put in.
Yeah.
There's like a scene where you're underwater, like not
Oh,
underwater, but like it's
yeah.
a fake underwater scene, and it
Yeah, it was a fish tank.
re-adds the red that's usually taken out by the blue from the water.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we're talking about the camera right now. I just got a comment from I think someone named Mark. It was
Hmm.
on Twitter. Like, is the camera any different? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be different. It may be most noticeable during night shots,
Hmm.
right? For both video and photos, where Samsung calls it nightography, but there's less noise. It cleans up pretty well.
Yeah.
We've been seeing them uh, day after day. So, it was a
Right.
DM from someone named Mark. Is the
That
camera any
also
different?
that also
Yeah.
extends the selfie camera. There's apparently more AI involved, and that helped
Yes.
elevate the noise from their 12 megapixel front selfie camera. There's also this thing called AVC or it's the new video codec.
Yeah.
APV. Sorry, APV.
Yeah.
That's the new codec. It's kind of like ProRes for Samsung.
Right.
Basically, it's a more professional grade video codec. You can edit losslessly. You can keep on bringing different editors, and it won't like lose data or lose quality.
Right. Every time it's saved, like you could save
Hmm.
it as many times as you need to, and it won't. It's great quality. So that is something that the Apple has tackled pretty well on its Pro phones and kind of highlighted in marketing. So I guess Samsung is going after that same crowd,
Yeah.
which is interesting. One thing I find always odd is that when I go to any flagship Samsung phone, or at least last year's, is if you want like an expert, it's called like expert mode or expert camera, you have to download a separate app, which is fascinating and odd, but I get they don't want to bog down the regular consumer with too many controls.
Is that not built into the camera app at this point?
So this is not, or at least
The
testing it
expert
out
mode?
on this one,
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah. So you get some controls, right? But if you want a expert mode, like it had me download it, and it's technically a separate app.
Yeah.
So I found that interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm curious if this phone's going to be similar.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Samsung Unpacked. I know we have other stories going on
Yeah.
besides Samsung, so we'll tackle like you'll see more of our testing of these
Yeah.
devices as I make my way back to New York City for
Yeah.
a little while.
I have one more question for you.
Go for it.
Galaxy AI,
Okay.
impressive or nah?
Mm. TBD.
Okay. Was
I
there anything
think
interesting at least during the event?
I think the
So
yeah, good.
I saw you wrote about some interesting things like how it's
Yeah.
more agentic. You can actually have it do actions like order a taxi, or you have it like say you get a text message from your friend say, "Hey,
Mhm.
you saw those photos from last summer?
Yeah.
When we went bungee jumping," and it'll automatically bring up those suggestions, those photos as a suggestion to send. There's some other stuff where you can basically tell it to make this photo look more, I don't know, brighter or something like that. And the big thing I want to see is I don't want to use an app anymore. I don't want to go through apps. I don't want to go through menus. I want
It's
to just tell
fewer
AI,
clicks.
Yeah.
tell it what to do. That's
Yeah.
what I really want to test with it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's where the AI is good. Like you're seeing this on the screen because it's very visually appealing, and they had a nice demo for it. It's like, oh, I already took a bite of the cake. I should have taken. So
Mhm.
AI will change it. it changed it a little bit too much, in my opinion. You can add candles to it. You can change the background, like add a brick wall. That's what they were demoing. Those are neat party tricks for 5 seconds. I just don't
Right.
think you post those online,
Yeah.
or most people don't, or it becomes AI slop at
I
that
was
point.
just gonna say, I feel like there's like a fair amount of AI slop
Yeah.
sort of floating around the
So the
S26, at least a little bit. That's kind of how it seems right
right.
now, right?
Yeah.
We have to test everything, but a lot of it seems a little bit
Right.
pointless to
Yeah.
some extent.
So for
Just
people
party
just
tricks.
joining us, yeah, for people just joining us, let's go. Let me go through what's in my notes. Unified look across the board. So the design is the same, rounded corners. You got colors that are all matching. Um, they dropped titanium, right,
Hmm.
for
Armor
So it's
aluminum.
aluminum.
aluminum now, right?
Yeah, armor aluminum. They got Corning Gorilla Glass armor 2 for the Ultra. Cobalt, violet, white, sky blue, black. Those are the colors. There's a pink color and one more
Gold,
color. Yeah,
silver shadow.
Silver Shadow, that are Samsung Store exclusives. Use our link, our affiliate link, for that. It's on the website. Snapdragon 8 Elite for is the key to their performance. When AI isn't fast enough and snappy enough on other phones, that's when it's time to upgrade. Basically, it's their pitch. The NPU is 39% faster. That's like the biggest year-over-year gain. GPU is 24% faster. CPU 19% faster. They're basically promising no lag, no interruption, and deeper integration with AI. The display, there's a Pro Scalar display, something they pulled from their TVs, right? Samsung makes great OLED TVs. So it's notably sharper. It upscales. I don't know how much you need that on a phone that is of this size, but yeah, they're using some of their TV technology according to them. So we're going to test that out. Lots of colors, more than a billion colors. I said. Let's see. They redesigned the thermal architecture on the phone. So we have a photo in the hands-on of the heat sink, right? They redesigned that. They call it the vapor chamber. So they repositioned it to be thinner because the phone is thinner. Battery life, Kevin kind of mentioned this, supercharging at supercharging 3.0. That's like their method of charging, or like their marketing term for it. 60 watts, so it can go from 0 to 75 in 30 minutes. On the Ultra, they kind of redefined the algorithm and made it a lot faster. There's super fast wireless charging. It's 15 watts, 20 watts, 25 watts for the base model, Plus, and Ultra.
Hmm.
Uh, but there are no magnets. And the reason, I was waiting for this, I wrote it down in my notes. They want to continue that slim and light form factor. I don't know. The camera, best camera in a Galaxy phone yet. That's very Apple-esque. It's like our best ever. So
Right.
it's always the best ever. Yeah, 47% more light in that 200 megapixel camera. Of course, it does pixel binning, so it's not always going to be a 200 megapixel photo taking up all the space. 50 megapixel telephoto, 37% brighter, richer colors, more details, brighter aperture, and smarter image processing. So that's like kind of how the camera has changed in a nutshell. Um, there's a lot of nightography happening. We kind of mentioned that. Cleaner, sharper, more vibrant without extra effort. Recognizes and reduces noise proactively. Plus, the brighter aperture on the Ultra, and as I said, they were like equals more precision, noise reduction. So noise is a big thing they're tackling with these phones. So that's going to be interesting to see the year over year gains, or something interesting. They kept mentioning the gains over the S24 Ultra, right? Kind of bypassing the S25.
Interesting.
Apple does that as well with their graphs of comparing the latest MacBook Air to the MacBook Air M1, right? And it's like that's an old laptop at this point, guys. So they're kind of taking a page from Apple's book on there. All right, I found these two features interesting. Auto framing. You can basically take a 8K video, and you're like, why would I want an 8K video? No, even have an 8K TV. We talked about on the show, 8K is kind of passe.
That's just out. Yeah.
It just
Big
no one's
KTVs.
making it anymore. So um, there's actually a good reason for it though, and we experience that as content creators. You want to drill into or crop into the frame sometimes, but you don't want to lose resolution. So it'll auto frame with a 4K resolution, and you won't lose that image quality. Super interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. Then the other thing was like this. Let's see if I have it in my notes. It's somewhere, but it's like super steady video has been enhanced. And Kevin and I know this from the days of doing GoPro video testing. All right, you can. It's like horizon lock. So instead of like
Oh yeah.
a a, a gyro sensor, gyro, uh, or you know, there's an accelerometer in there. So you're not using what is that? A gimbal, right?
Mhm.
You don't have to carry that around. You could just tilt the phone there, and the image will just remain steady. So I can't wait to test that out.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I don't want to carry around a GoPro all the time,
Mhm.
unless it's like a action shot or I need to fit it in somewhere. Uh, so yeah, real time gyro and accelerometer data is tracked, so you can have like you could even spin your phone in a 360-degree pattern, and it'll not budge. Right, it'll still be horizon locked. Love that feature, but I want to see more of it and see how it tests in the wild. Let's see, they're they kind of took a page from Sony's marketing book. Sony has something called From Lens to Living Room, right? Where they, I guess before TCL took half their, partner with them for half their business, Lens to Living Room was like, we produce the movies, right? And then it gets all the way. There's like tons of editing, post processing that they do in their line of work, and then it's they make the TV, right? So Lens to Living Room. Samsung is coining the phrase from capture to creation. So they're also doing a lot more what Adobe usually does, which is the editing suite. So they're gonna have photo assist, and you can describe what you want to change to AI like a chatbot, and it'll change it in near real time. Right? We saw there's a little bit of lag there, but hopefully that's not a indicative of the final performance in a better setting. There's audio erase, and then like the Creative Studio where there's ready-made templates. Again, that reminds me of Adobe Express. One last thing I love, and I want to test this out. Google came out with something recently a little bit like this: automatic and easy screenshot categorization. They have 8
Nice.
categories. Yeah,
Mhm.
shopping, social media, coupons, boarding pass, events, locations, barcode, barcode slash QR code, and chats. Uh, there's a lot of chats that I've like screenshot for whatever reason. It's usually like I don't need them after a while, but having them categorized in their own separate category or easy to
Yeah.
find is great. So
The Pixel Screenshots app is like one of the most underrated Pixel features probably of
yes,
all time. Just
right.
because like you can go back and search for like recipes and stuff, and it just knows like every screenshot you've taken, like where each recipe is and like different chats and stuff like that. The fact that it's coming to the latest Galaxy phones is really fantastic.
Yeah, and I feel like this is one of the few features that's not borrowed from Google. It's very similar, but it's built
Everybody has
into the
this
phone.
technology. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure Apple's going to have this later in the fall
Mhm.
with the new Siri and stuff like that too.
Yep. So, by the way, D Brand sent this Ghost case over. Very slick case. This is going to be my case of choice. It has the MagSafe in there.
Right.
It's a little bit better looking than
It's got very
the
glass
official
sheen
case.
on the back.
Yeah, like
Although I do
it,
kind of like the ridges, the lines.
I
I don't know.
see. I find it distracting
Yeah, no, it is a little bit.
because if you
I
get a
like the
cool
D brand.
color that
Mhm.
you like I like this purple, this violet. All right. Um, yeah, I like seeing through the case, so it's very nice. And it had 2 kind of pieces of plastic on there that I ripped off, and so you won't get any scratches on there as it gets delivered. So shout out to D Brand for sending that out to the hotel room, which is great.
Very nice.
You mean your second residence?
My second residence. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Um, yeah, a couple just wrapping it up. Uh, kind of Kevin talked about the agentic AI future. There's something called Now Nudge. We've seen this a little bit, especially in the Google
Mhm.
Pixel series, the 10 series. But it's built into the keyboard, real time suggestion. So someone's like, "Hey, can I have that contact info?" It'll try to pull up the contact info as a suggestion. Same thing with like sending photos. If someone's asking for photos, these suggestions are just deeply integrated and personalized in sourcing from your phone. There's some people who don't love that because it's a privacy thing. I'm sure you can just turn it off, but it's being proactive in what is suggesting to you with context understanding. Now Brief. We've seen Now Brief before, but now it's a little more personalized. Now Bar is like, contextual shorts of and adaptive recommendations. So let's see, anything else interesting? Circle to search has been enhanced. You can circle multiple things.
Yeah, you can find like a whole outfit basically is what
Yeah.
I saw this one demos.
Love that. So yeah, the world's first privacy display on a mobile device. I just think that's the standout feature. Again,
Mhm.
we've been testing that out during the show. I'll turn it off. Right, you got that. You can see it, but I'm gonna turn it on, and everything disappears
more.
very quickly at,
Yeah.
at like even
So good.
a little bit off access. I will show you this. So there's one that says conditions for turning this feature on, and you can go to like it hides pins, passwords, and everything, or you can go to apps, and on an app by app basis, you
Mm.
can turn it on, which
Change
I
parameters.
love that. Like, I'm gonna do that on text messages, right? I hide my text messages because like I don't know who's looking at my phone. There's sensitive data in there. There's embargo times for things that I can't tell people about as a tech journalist. Not the most crucial information. It's not like the political game or
Do
anything.
you have the nuclear codes, Matthew?
I do have some secrets that I cannot reveal. So, just saying.
Okay,
I
that
can't
was
wait to yeah.
that was a
Can't
little
But
bit mysterious. I didn't expect
of
that
course,
from
I keep
Matthew.
I keep it
Hmm.
mysterious.
Your second life,
Mm.
your second family.
How'd you know about them?
That's
Okay.
why he stays at the Fairmont all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Yeah.
That makes so much
The
sense.
The
Fairmont.
bi-coastal.
Uh-huh.
Um,
So,
I think one thing I can't wait to see is basically a long, that laundry list of notifications, and then just a few are blacked out, like they're redacted, basically.
So I know we have 5 minutes left. We'll be back to our normal time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't worry. As I begin to check out of my residence at the Fairmount. Call screening is the last thing I want to test out. It can do call screening kind of like the iPhone can, the Google Pixel can. It's good. I like that feature. There's also one called scam detection. I don't know if this is a hit or miss. I love the feature, but you can press a button that says try scam detection. I don't know why you have to press a button. I wonder if it happens automatically sometimes, or if it doesn't pick it up, you can press the button to kind of manually activate it. So I'm super
Mm.
curious about that. I have a lot of questions for them. We're here for another day, just to see what's happening with like the S Pen, what's happening with AI, what happened to the Edge. So like all that stuff. We're gonna have an interview with Samsung executives coming up tomorrow. So we taped an interview. We're cutting that. So you'll get some behind the scenes of what happens at Unpacked. Guys, final parting thoughts.
Well, I think I'm totally sold on the privacy display.
I
mean,
want that on
think-
every phone.
I think this is just like almost the missing link at this point. Like, how much further can we push like the normal brick size smartphone?
Yeah.
Turns out you can just throw this technology on it and make them all super exciting again.
Yeah.
Like, I think so many people are going to be able to take advantage of this for like a variety of reasons, right? Like whatever they just want to keep it like to themselves on their phone.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much easier to just censor that from other people. Like it's one of those things that's just going to, I think, drive a lot of people to consider buying this phone. Whereas like the rest of the phone really wouldn't do that. But they do really have like a killer feature here, I think.
Absolutely. Well, look out for more content from us. I know we have other stories. We will save those for tomorrow. But we're going to dedicate this to being at Unpacked at Samsung's big event. We will be back tomorrow, not in 23 hours, 3 hours less than that, 20 hours.
About 20 hours. Yeah.
How about 20 hours? All right. And our normal time slot of 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Samsung rudely didn't consult us when they had its Unpacked event. They probably had it at the same time every year. But yeah, I'm going to go
They
outside.
knew we were going to do bigger numbers. It's fine. We get it.
This is fine. It's fine,
It's
guys.
fine, guys.
It's fine. The Ultra. This is fun. And I'm gonna have a good time testing this out. Join us. Sorry to Adam for getting bumped from the live show. He's sleeping like a baby.
We
right
had
now.
to make room for 3 phones.
Right. That's it.
We'll have the interview tomorrow, and we'll have the Resident Evil Requiem review
Yes.
to talk about tomorrow.
That makes sense when Adam's
Quite
back
big-
on.
Big products.
But Max, Kevin, thanks for joining. Thanks for staying later than you usually do, Kevin. Kevin just pieces out at like 3 o'clock.
I'm just getting out of here once once you get off camera.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, we have
He's
security
going
cameras
to
now.
just get up and leave this live show just now.
Just,
All right, he's
rotate chair. Yeah, there you go.
Perfectly timed. Join us again. Thanks to the launch live now, folks. You guys, adjusted the time for us. Appreciate that. And yeah, join us again. Leave your comments, leave your likes, enjoy the videos, and subscribe to The Shortcut, the #1 consumer tech site on Substack.
Substack.
Love it. All right, bye.
They-
Hey.